Good afternoon, everybody. Oops, we're hearing something from the scanner. This is Steve Lookner with Agenda Free TV. Multiple people have reportedly been stabbed at a Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan. The numbers are not clear. It's not clear what. It's not even clear what the nature of this incident is. So trying to get you some more information here. And just give me a second here. What I might do is I might pull up the replay of the scanner traffic, and that might give us a little more insight into what happened. So again, not clear how many people have been stabbed at this Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan. And I hope everybody survives. There are some reports online claiming that there were some serious injuries. Hang on a moment here.
7512, your location. At Bus Garage, off Keystone. Clear 7531, your location.
Give me one moment. Sorry, I just kind of rushing on the air here. So let me just do a couple quick things here.
Crosby and Lincoln. With 963s and out a domestic right now. RP separated. No weapons. So it sounds like everybody's going to be intoxicated.
Yeah, what I need to do is pull up the scanner replay. I think that's going to be the best bet.
Central 963, 7511, sounds like there are firearms in the house. They're going to be in the same room with the RP. Nothing's been brandished. Sounds like the accused does not have access currently.
Let's listen to the scanner replay. I'm going to do that.
Go ahead. Flight 360 just called back. They made contact with the subscriber. You can disregard.
I'm going to show you a map of where this is, too. To give me 2 seconds.
Okay, people, I'm going. Call. We're out at
Okay, there's Traverse City right there. Traverse City, Michigan. Now there is a Walmart down here. Where's the Walmart? I don't want to jump to conclusions about which one it was. I don't even know if that's in Traverse City right there. All right, I'm going to start playing the replay of the scanner so we can hear some of that. Let's do that. Now, there is something there. Let's see here. Zoom. Well, that seems pretty quiet. Oh, I see.
Laceration, bakery is free. Lincoln, Ocean Harbor.
Scanner, I think, is the audio comes out of one ear.
There's a Donald coming. Right over the elementary point, Michigan, West Market. And then the employee area. Okay.
Sorry, it's a little confusing because I have the live scanner on, and then I have the recording on.
31 pulling into the shell, 45097. Affirmative. Thank you. Secure the low status. All set. You're all set.
Again, I'm trying to go through here and find stuff on the scanner replay.
With the preliminary results we have so far, you already just launched an NCI for this one?
Okay.
Average ALS unit you have available, we got multiple victims. I'll upgrade it to a second alarm NCI.
Are you guys listening? All right, so there's a scanner replay, and they just said multiple victims. So on the scanner replay, again, I'm using the scanner replay to try to find out what exactly happened here. We have the live scanner on too, but let me just keep playing the replay.
Main entrance on the produce side, I have 2 patients. I need units inside Walmart, got multiple victims. Central, MMI.
Hear that?
Okay, one line now. Shows in to Walmart. Central Metro. Do we have an entry command posted up yet? Central MMI house, I forgot you. Upton, Traverse, we're gonna head towards Walmart. Copy, my son, get low for middle patient. Central Long Lake, Upton. Individual there, Jody Jameson. Push register that address. Another victim, I got one by. Nothing's threatening. She just.
All right, hold on. Hey guys.
She doesn't have the email if you would like to give direct TX so she can email it to you.
That's the live scanner. Hey guys, Intel point AZ Intel found this. AZ Intel found a post from police. So hang on a moment here. Let me show you this. Thanks to AZ Intel for finding this. There you go. Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office is investigating a multiple stabbing incident at the Walmart in Traverse City. The suspect is in custody. Details are limited at this time. A public information officer is en route to the scene, and details will be posted on these two sites, 7th and 6th District, as they become available. Please avoid the area as the investigation is ongoing. Hang on a moment here. All right. We don't know how many. And I don't know what happened exactly. That's why I was listening to the scanner traffic. I'm going to put on the scanner replay again.
By the bakery with an evisceration and a tourniquet applied to the arm, which you can time stamp by the baker. 520, we got one tourniquet applied. Pharmacy, tourniquet. Another victim by the milk section.
Hear that? They just said a victim by the milk section. Terrible.
31. So it's getting a real thing. We have one TQ applied, one tourniquet applied. Clear evisceration, bakery is free. Walk the perimeter inside. Can you get a hold of 7501? Advising of the mass attack at Walmart in Traverse City. I'm getting witnesses outside saying that there might be 2 assailants, and we only have 1 in custody. Just be advised. And possibly 2 assailants.
So on the scanner, they were saying possibly 2 assailants, but right now the police is saying that the suspect is in custody, suggesting there is 1 stabber. He just said 3 victims by the pharmacy. So again, just to get information, we're replaying the scanner traffic. And this scanner traffic, just so you know, what time zone are they in Traverse City? Hang on one second here. They are in Eastern time. So this scanner traffic is from roughly, I want to say about an hour and a half ago. Traverse City, Michigan, it says Eastern time. Okay.
7501, advising of the mass attack at Walmart in Culver City. I'm getting witnesses outside saying that there might be two assailants, and we only have one in custody. Just be advised.
Again, one assailant, believe it or not.
702, probably one of you. Cleaning control. 3 victims by the pharmacy, leading it. Okay, 3 mile area, so if you need anything. And shoes, cargo pants, dark hair.
All right, hold on. Let me get the next. Let me just refresh the scanner feed here. I'm playing you the scanner replay here. So let's keep listening to the scanner replay and see what we hear.
702, probably one of you. Cleaning control. 3 victims by the pharmacy, leading it. Okay, 3 mile area, so if you need anything. And shoes, cargo pants, dark hair. 7-4, have you located the green backpack here? One of the victims. Located the green backpack syndrome. Central 963, can you meet me on link? We're holding on files now. Can you hold what you got? What link? I have here. We're trying to read the notes, and I can't get a good number. I copy. If it's going to turn into an MC, we'll let the nice soup know I'm going to be heading out here shortly, but she has MCI paperwork. Okay, Central did declare an MCI. Right.
We are coming in with anyone with 2 patients in the. I've got 2 patients in my ambulance.
I'm closing emergency exit. What takes? The nice soup know I'm going to be heading out here shortly, but she has MCI paperwork. Okay, Central did declare an MCI.
MCI, mass casualty incident.
We are coming in with anyone with 2 patients in the. I've got 2 patients in my ambulance.
I'm closing emergency exit. I'll check. 950. Do we have anybody checking the back half? 6 is 48. We'll check the front ones. And we're searching video right now to you. But command from our rescue ones. Any rescue ones? Are you okay? 6-3. Suspect that is detained has black Vans, blue long shorts, a digital tan camo shirt, and a black hat.
All right. I think at that point they were just describing what the suspect looked like. So let me replay that part for you. Give me 1 second here. I'm just going to replay that part for you if I can pull it up here. Give me 1 moment here. Just trying to bump up the audio a little bit.
Ambulance.
I'm closing emergency exit. I'll check. 950. Do we have anybody checking the back half? 6 is 48. We'll check the front ones. And we're searching video right now to you. But command from our rescue ones. Any rescue ones? Are you okay? 6-3. Suspect that is detained has black Vans, blue long shorts, a digital tan camo shirt, and a black hat.
Did you guys hear that?
Spoke with him, and he said he arrived by himself the entire. Clear. That matches description provided to 24 by way.
I got to play that part again. Hey, give me 1 second. Let me just do one thing. Again, I'm trying to get you a little bit better audio here. I know the scanner audio, it's only on one side. And I was just trying to bump up the volume some. Give me a moment here. Let's try it this way.
702, probably one of you. Cleaning control. 3 victims by the pharmacy, leading it.
We already played that part.
Okay.
That's better. All right, that's better. That's better.
Suspect that is detained has black Vans, blue long shorts, a digital tan camo shirt, and a black hat. I spoke with him, and he said he arrived by himself the entire. Clear. That matches description provided to 24 by way.
A right arm stabbing with a tourniquet on it at the time. They both have a tourniquet for about 10 minutes.
Okay, what's your...
Didn't really hear much info about the suspect there. Described what he was wearing and said he arrived himself. If I heard that correctly, didn't really hear any specifics.
Well, right now for approximately 5 minutes.
I'm expecting both of them to arrive at the same time. Is that true?
I'm sorry, which entry?
I might receive both patients at the same time.
Affirmative, you will be receiving both patients at the same time.
Well, we'll see. We have priority 1 coming in as well. Is that correct?
Another unit coming in priority 1.
Very well. We'll get you a room assignment. C for MMR at Walmart. That's correct. Coming in, and I got another MMR coming in. If they can take care of it. 31, we just ran the other end. One more. I'm on Lake Alpha 10. When you get here, I'll pull you up front to the grocery entrance. I'll need your crew. We're trying to find our way in. Nashville, Alpha 3. 3 minutes out, direct this traffic. One of the traffic shut down at one of the entrances to the mall to try and keep traffic down for everybody. Clear, whatever. Roll time. 25. Do you have the suspect in your car? If so, where can I meet you? I'm just trying to make sure that we don't have a second my patrol vehicle, like Durango, or the Durango Key.
So again, this is a mass stabbing at a Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan. The suspect, as you can see, is in custody. Police have released limited details to try to find out more. We are listening to the scanner replay via broadcastify.com. Clearly a number of victims. They talked about victims near the pharmacy, and I believe, did they see near the milk? I think. So just doing my best to try to get you some more information as we wait to more from authorities or more reporting come out. But sometimes you hear stuff on the scanner replay that you hadn't heard. So let me keep playing the replay, and we'll see what we can find out.
We're working that vehicle. I'm saying this we're coming from Walmart, but stabbed in her right lower back area, and she's also pushed forward and hit her head. She's awake and talking to us. She has passed out a couple of times.
Wow.
Get some vital signs right now.
You hear that? I want to play that again. That's somebody who got stabbed and hit her head and had passed out a couple times. I hope she's okay.
Passed out a couple of times. Trying to get Walmart, but stabbed in her right lower back area, and she's also pushed forward and hit her head. She's awake and talking to us. She has passed out a couple of times. Trying to get you some vital signs right now. 97% on 4 liters saturation. Excuse me. Respirations are about 32%. IVW about 10 minutes. Very well. We'll see you in trauma bay 1 on arrival.
So they're taking them to the trauma bay.
I need to know how many patients you guys are transporting, and we'll get the mileages and times later. One priority 1 at this time. Copy 1. Check. Well, patient is looking a little bit shocky. I don't have any vitals for you. We'll be there in the distance from all. Very well, ma'am. This is the 39-year-old. Is that correct? I'm 39-year-old. And we'll see you at trauma bay 2.
They just, I think, talked about a 39-year-old. So you can hear at this point on the scanner replay, it sounds like numerous ambulances transporting victims to the hospital.
Interrupt them on the emergency. Down here. Station 300, any additional units incoming to North 39 North 10 disregard for 325 on it's going to be a cable line. Central clear. Command from 717 and 611. Copy, you got all clear south of the pharmacy. How about north of the pharmacy? 702 was doing primary. Can you repeat that? 702 was assigned. We believe the whole interior is clear, like ID'd by officers. In the produce section, we're taking that off. It's unknown what takes. Clear, go ahead. We have a group checking the full at this point. It sounds like the info by a second. Clear, suspect left the backpack, unsure what is in it, checking the outside.
Suspect left a backpack, unsure what is in it. We just heard that. Suspect left a backpack, unsure what is in it.
Believed to be second assailant is not credible. I repeat, not.
The believed to be second assailant is not credible. There was only one attacker. That attacker is in custody now.
We are unable to take any sort of ambulance calls at this time.
27 Central Grid, right number 4. Okay, Johnson, we're facility, 41-year-old male patient. Patient was a victim, laceration to the right bicep, Patient also has a knife puncture wound to the left shoulder going into the thorax cavity that was not bleeding on scene. It does have a chest seal, and lung sounds in all four fields are good and clear. This established, fluids running, blood pressure is 9 on room air. Heart rate is 110. Patient has probably lost 6 to 8 milliliters of blood. And we'll be arriving at 2 to 3 minutes.
All right, so that was, I sounded like an ambulance talking about a different patient who had been stabbed. It sounded like maybe twice, or they had a stab and a puncture wound, I think.
Male patient. Patient was a victim. 41-year-old male patient.
41.
Patient was a victim. Laceration to the right bicep. Patient also has a knife puncture wound to the left shoulder going into the thorax cavity that was not bleeding on scene. It does have a chest seal, and lung sounds in all four fields are good and clear. This established, fluids running, blood pressure is 9 on room air. Heart rate is 110. Patient has probably lost 6 to 8 milliliters of blood. And we'll be arriving at 2 to 3 minutes. Very well. And Leonard is sending some over for coverage as well. I think that should be perfect for now. Pretty much everybody's either at Montana getting ready to head there. Do we have total? I'll try to find out for you when we take 20, room 201 arrival. EMS to Elmwood, the fire for coverage. To Elmwood and Glen Lake to Cedar Fire Department for coverage. And Glen Lake to Cedar Fire. Clear 17 times. Cedar Rescue 1 will be en route to your facility. 65-year-old female patient with thorax. It's bleeding a stop. This is our pulse rate 57, SpO6, engage IV established in the left AC, fluid running. We'll be we'll be at your facility in 10 minutes. Very well, sir. Nothing further.
So, I'm sorry. They just described another patient who also had a wound in the thorax. The thorax, by the way, is it's in the chest between the neck and the abdomen. So it's sort of the upper chest area. So they just we've just heard about recently on the scanner replay of 2 different people who had wounds in the thorax area. Now let me see if I can go back and find where exactly that was here. Hold on.
Very well. And Leonard is sending some over for coverage. Blood pressure is 9 on bicep. Patient also has a knife puncture wound to the
that was one from before.
Pulse rate 50. Control. No EMS call pending at this time. Gotcha. I'm going to hold status only. Specifically, with your permission, I'm going to hold DOLs if it's not like there's any more.
Trying to find that other one.
And or being transported at this point, possibly. Copy primary 6 feet and possibly 2B0.
Hold on. I went a little ahead. Give me
running. Blood pressure is 9 on room air. Heart rate is 110.
Is this
Patient
it?
has a knife puncture wound to the left shoulder going into the thorax.
We already heard that
was
one.
not bleeding on scene. Patient has probably lost 6 to...
That one we already heard.
Well. And Leonard is sending some over for coverage as well. I think they have there. Do we have total? I'll try to find out for you when we take 20, room 201 arrival.
EMS to Elmwood, the fire for coverage. To Elmwood and Glen Lake to Cedar Fire Department for coverage. And Glen Lake to Cedar Fire. Clear 17 times.
Cedar Rescue 1 will be en route to your facility. 65-year-old female patient with thorax. It's bleeding a stop. This is our pulse rate 57, SpO6, engage IV established in the left AC, fluid running. We'll be we'll be at your facility in 10 minutes. Very well.
All right, that sounded like a 65-year-old patient. It sounded like he said wound in the thorax. All right, I think here's when they talk about how many people so far in the replay they had transported.
Nothing further. American service around to Walmart entrance on the left.
Central, Elmwood, Bravo, 1. Due out to stage at City Station 1. Do you have any calls?
No EMS call standing at this time. Get General.
191 copy. We'll let you know when we're
Central for 906. Go ahead. I'm going to hold status unless you specifically request them. Central for 906. With your permission, I'm going to hold DOLs at this time unless it's a license.
2041, go.
2041 is advising, other than that, sound like there's any more. 6 transported and or being transported at this point, possibly.
They said, right there, they said 6 transported and or going to be transported or being transported. That was, I mean, this was earlier, but at that point, they said 6.
6 transported and or being transported at this point, possibly.
Copy, primary search complete and possibly
It'll be 091166.
at this time. Should feel has been placed. Patient is currently stable at pulse of 80, 97 or 98% on 2 liters via nasal cannula, and manual blood pressure is 114 over 80. So there's 5.
Copy, could you go again?
I did not go to Michigan and return on that subject.
Hi, copy. I'll have a pickup associated. 1. In the county at this time, trying to coordinate as we speak. Clear on that. Any medicals that we get, I'll just tell them the regular way, directly to you. Yeah, well, I'm going to work up a list here with some info here shortly. I'm going to drop your marker on our call with all of the 956. That's 948 myself for the area of Walmart. Just one. Okay.
Right. Hang on one second. So let me just try to get caught up here. So we've been playing you some of the scanner traffic to try to get more of a handle on what happened. Clearly multiple stabbing victims at a Walmart in Traverse City. The one suspect is in custody. We know that. So let me just check a couple things. I'm going to put on the live scanner. I wasn't hearing much new on the live scanner. I have the live scanner on. But let me just check a couple things here. And then what I might do is try to go back to the scanner right when it got called in. So, because we haven't listened to that yet. But we don't have any kind of motive, don't have an identification of the person, of who this person is. So, again, I have no insight for you on that. But I'm just looking at a couple things here, trying to find some updates, and I'm not aware that a press conference has happened or anything yet. Give me 1 second here. That's the live scanner right now. Just so you know.
Go ahead.
Total number reads 11244418. 11244418.
Copy. I did send a notification to them when the first call references came in.
Why don't we go back?
Copy. You can advise them we're going to wrap off the area with Fireline. It is.
All right, let's go back and listen to when the call first came in. I want to do that. So, and then we'll go a little forward on the replay. But we have not listened to when the call first came in. So just hang tight here. Let me do this. See if this works. Okay, archive. That we did not hear.
See, there's the beta station. See that? Well.
All right, so this is going to be the replay now. So we're going to start listening to the replay again. But let's see if we can find right when the call first came in. Thank you so much to all of our moderators, by the way. I really appreciate this. This is in Traverse City, Michigan. Janet B is moderating. Thank you. BZ is moderating. Thank you so much. Let's hope everybody survived. But this is certainly not good. And again, I don't know why this happened, why this person did this. Hold on. A quick thanks also to Linda Belk, Larry, Misha moderate for us on X, over on Twitch. Thanks to our moderators there, Big Ball of Yarn, De Bears, David Green, Got That Fire, Matthew Kohai 3, McBritches, and Sarah. And also to the replay again. Oops. Britches and Sarah. And also, I'm hearing two of myself. Susan, thank you. Kay Lowry Body moderating. I appreciate Margaret Riley. Thanks for moderating there. Shannon Davis Hughes. Also, I haven't even confirmed the address of this. There is so if I go here, there's Traverse City. And I mean, there's a Walmart right here, but I don't know that that's in Traverse City. Walmart? Search nearby. Walmart. I mean, it looks like maybe that's the one. I don't see another one coming up there. So I wonder if that's the one right there. Walmart Supercenter? Oh, it is in Traverse City right there. Walmart Supercenter, Traverse City. That's it. I think that's it. Let me also do this. Really quick, and then I will put on I'm going to put up the red ticker, and then I will check the replay of you. And as soon as I get more information, I'll let you know. But I'm going to put up the replay from when we'll try to find on the replay when the stabbing was first reported. Okay, hang on one second here. So I need to say Michigan State Police report. Okay. So let me just get this on the screen. There's that. Okay. And then there is, we want to get the map up, and then we want to get the scanner back. Just in the interest of getting you guys the most information that we can get. But I'm also checking for updated information as well. Hold on, I got to put this up here. So just doing my best to get you whatever I can get you. Okay, now let's listen and see if we can find when this was called in.
Mary Adam, Lincoln, Ocean, Robert Young, Prince Donald, coming. Date of birth is 02. Put me on that. Stop. Head over the element. Michigan, Lassell, Larkin, King, Carl Robert. With jail. Be at the post on it. They were very apologetic, and they're going to follow me back to the
That doesn't sound like it's it yet.
Clear. Break 236. Spectrum of Party 7 call. Took about a month in Traverse City. ER Hall A. Transported patient home to 16855 Elmira Road in Lake East. Located school. Trinity Lutheran.
I'm just skipping through. I'm skipping through to try to find when it first got called in.
Circle. Multiple callers reporting white male 38. We're going to getting more response.
What is this?
Crossing circle. Multiple callers reporting white male 38. We're going to getting more response. 31's around there as well.
Is that it?
31. 931. You gotta have your response to the area of Walmart and stage have reported an active assailant. You gotta approach the scene without central dispatch clearing.
Okay, that's it. We found it. This is where it was called in. It's a little bit cut off. So this is where it was called in though, so I'll play it again. Yeah, it sounded like they said white male suspect possibly, but I'm not sure. This Walmart, by the way, is located on, looks like Ruby Street, if that's the right one. Oh, it says Crossing Circle, the Walmart Supercenter, Crossing Circle. So, and I think that's the one they might have mentioned there on the scanner. So let's just play this again here.
We're going to be taking one of the drivers.
Number 3 is on the set to Marquette Hospital. We're trying to... Area on power 97171 is the mileage. 16. That's what you have to do. Sorry. Plans changed. Crossing Circle. Multiple callers reporting white male 38. We're going to getting more response. 6-3. 31's around there as well. 37531. 931. You're going to have your response to the area of Walmart and stage have reported an active assailant. Do not approach the scene without central dispatch clearing.
So we did hear right there that they said multiple callers reporting white male, and then it got cut off. And then they talked about active assailant at the Walmart, and they mentioned Crossing Circle, which would be the one we're looking at on the map there, in Traverse City, Michigan.
I was not. All units, hold the 31. Next, emergent. I have the suspect detained right now in the parking lot. Clear suspect detained, EMS emergent. From Metro 11, MMR 11, per law enforcement on scene, I need you to roll an emergent. We'll be working on finding out more.
Now that's very quick. As far as I can tell, at that point they said suspect detained. So as far as I can tell, I mean, it sounded like on the scanner, we heard a bunch of callers are calling and reporting this, and then just seconds later, someone said, I have the suspect detained. So, you know, I don't know exactly how all this played out, but it sounded like the person was detained. I mean, they got word the suspect was detained very soon after the initial report came on the scanner of people reporting this. It sounds like it might have been a pretty fast incident, but I'm not sure.
Metro Captain, go. 6-3, go. 6-3, go, Joe. 75, 10-0. 10-0. 77, I guess. With the preliminary results we have so far, you're if I just launch an NCI for this one? That average ALS unit you have available, we've got multiple victims. Clear, I'll upgrade it to a second alarm NCI.
Right, so right there, they just said multiple victims. And again, we started hearing specifics about them on the replay too.
Where are we supposed to be going? Main entrance on the produce side, I have 2 patients. I need units inside Walmart, got multiple victims. Control, MMI.
And one person just said, main entrance, we got 2 victims.
Control, MMI 12.
All right, give me 1 second here. So we'll go back to the scanner in a second. Let me just see if I have any more information here with reporting coming out. And I will, again, I'm kind of going back and forth between giving you reporting and listening to the scanner traffic, because the scanner traffic is telling us some stuff. Again, on the scanner when this was reported, it was kind of cut off, but the scanner said multiple people reporting a white male, and then it got cut off. So it sounded like they might have been saying the suspect was a white male, but I don't know. Let's keep the scanner replay going.
Central Metro Captain. Do we have an NC command posted up there? Central MMI Alpha 302. Upton Traverse, we're going to head towards Walmart. Copy, my son, get no for no patient. Central Long Lake Upton. Another victim, I got one by the forums. Stab wound in the by the bakery with an evisceration and a tourniquet applied to the arm, which you can time stick him by the bakery.
Wow, so they're talking about somebody, a stab wound by the bakery. I'll replay that. I hope everybody survives and is okay.
Stab wound in the by the bakery with an evisceration and another victim. Yeah, I got one by the forums. Stab wound in the by the bakery with an evisceration and a tourniquet applied to the arm, which you can time stamp by the bakery. 520, we got one tourniquet applied. Another victim by the milk section.
Yes, another victim by the milk section, they said. You just heard that as well.
31. So it's getting real faint. We have one PQ applied, one tourniquet applied. Clear evisceration, bakery is free. Walk the perimeter inside. Can you get a hold of 7501? Advising of mass attack at Walmart in Silver City. I'm getting witnesses outside saying that there might be two assailants.
Okay, we heard that before. We heard this part before where they said there might be two assailants, and then it turned out there was not two assailants. So we heard that. Hang on one moment here. Just give me 1 sec here. I'm just trying to... Okay. Let me see what else I can find for you here. But definitely we heard about people stabbed in different sections. Let's see here. What is this? Okay, I have an update. WPBN, which is a local outlet, says at least 10 people are being treated and 3 people are in surgery. At least 10 people are being treated and 3 people are in surgery, according to WPBN. Thanks. One of the viewers mentioned WPBN. So, WPBN says at least 10 people are being treated after Michigan Walmart stabbing. 3 people are in surgery. Okay, so we have that update. Now, I don't know if they're all being treated for stab wounds. There is one suspect in custody. At least 10 injured in Michigan Walmart stabbings. In stabbings at Michigan Walmart. In Traverse City. Again, according to WPBN, they're reporting at least 10 people being treated, so I feel comfortable saying 10 injured and 3 people in surgery. So WPBN reports at least 10 people are being treated and 3 people, including 3 people in surgery. They say that at least 10 people are being treated at Munson Medical Center, which I assume is a hospital, in Traverse City. Yeah, it's a hospital. So at least 10 people are being treated at a hospital, including 3 people in surgery. Okay. Again, oops, sorry. I have some... all right, let me try to get you some more updates here on what is happening. I don't know if there's going to be a press... I assume there's going to be a press conference, but I don't know for sure. Let's see here. Oh, hey, Intel Point Alert says that Munson Healthcare posted something. Thanks to Intel Point Alert for pointing that out. Let me show you this update from Munson Healthcare. Hang on a moment. Some of our viewers are wondering if the Walmart would have had cameras to see this. Here it is. Look. Thanks to Intel Point Alert, Munson Healthcare is aware of the tragic incident that occurred earlier today at the Walmart in Traverse City. Our thoughts are with all those affected by this event, and we are grateful to the first responders and law enforcement for their swift action. We can confirm that 11 victims are being treated at Munson Medical Center. Wow. At least 11 injured. As a result, our emergency department is currently experiencing a higher than usual volume of patients. We are working closely with local authorities and emergency services to ensure the best possible care for those impacted. We ask for the public's patience and understanding as we manage this increased demand. We will provide updates as appropriate and continue to support our community during this difficult time. So at least 11 hospitalized. That's not just injured. Those are people being treated at the hospital, although I can't say anything about this. We heard 3 were in surgery, a local report said. So let me just update the scanner here. So, at least 11 injured, reportedly 3 in surgery, 1 suspect in custody. From what the police said, it seems like there is only 1 suspect because they called him the suspect. Did they update all the police yet? Let's see. All media inquiries will be handled by the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office. All right, give me one moment here. Hang on 1 second here. Just give me a moment here. They have not posted yet. You know what I want to do? I want to reach out to them and see if they can, if I can get, maybe I can, if they're mailing stuff out or emailing stuff out, maybe I can get on their mailing list. So just give me 1 second. Let me see if I can do that. I don't know if there's a quick way to do that. Here we go. I don't even see an email address. All right, I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. But I can tell you that they have not posted anything on their social media, the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office. Our viewer Bright page says we are not too far from Traverse City, usually pretty quiet up here. From what the scanner traffic said, this happened at the Walmart in Traverse City, and what's the name of it? It says Crossing Circle. It's a Walmart at Crossing Circle in Traverse City. Traverse City, you can see, is in up here in Michigan. It's up here. Here's Detroit down here, Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids. Oh, you can't see what I'm looking at. I'm sorry. Here's Michigan right here. We're talking about northern Michigan. Detroit down here, Kalamazoo, Lansing, Grand Rapids. We're talking about up here in Traverse City. And it's this Walmart here at Crossing Circle, according to the scanner. And as I mentioned, on the scanner, we heard, I wonder if I can play it again. We heard the report come in saying that there had been there was a report saying several callers say a white male, and then it kind of cut off. And then they talked about on the scanner an active assailant, but very shortly after that, they said they had a suspect in custody. So at one point they said that the suspect left a backpack, but they hadn't searched it. Let's see if I can find. I didn't write down what the point was at which this first call came in. I'm sure I can find it here because I'd like to replay that for you.
You gotta have your respond to the area of Walmart and stage have reported an active assailant.
All right, it's right before this. Here it is.
Crossing Circle, multiple callers reporting white male 38. We're going to getting more response. 6-3. 31's around there as well. 37531. 931. You gotta have your respond to the area of Walmart and stage have reported an active assailant. You do not approach the scene without central dispatch clearing. Since quick. Okay, that was not. All units, hold it to the end. Next, emergent. I have the suspect detained right now in the parking lot.
I mean, that's literally, I would say, with less than a minute after the call goes out over the scanner, hey, we're getting a bunch of calls about an active assailant. You just hear somebody says, I have the suspect in custody in the parking lot, I think he said. So that was very fast. Again, now I don't know if that's because law enforcement was right there really fast, or did the suspect just do something and then run out? But I mean, and the suspect could have given himself up. I don't know. But I mean, fortunately, it sounds like there wasn't a lot of time between the report of it and the actual getting him into custody.
You gotta have your respond to the area of Walmart and stage have reported an active assailant. You do not approach the scene without central dispatch clearing. Since quick. Okay,
some of our viewers are claiming bystanders got him. I don't know if that's the case.
That was not. All units, hold it to the end. Next, emergent. I have the suspect detained right now in the parking lot. Clear, suspect detained, EMS emergent.
There you go, suspect detained. And some of our viewers are claiming, now I can't show this because it's not going to be verified, but some of our viewers are claiming that there's a photo of the suspect floating around online. I'm seeing some photos online of somebody getting arrested. I don't have the rights to it, and I can't confirm it's him. So it certainly could be. Those could be legit, but again, I'm not going to start showing those here. Let me quickly just see if I have anything else here. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds here. Let me do something else real quick here. Hang on a second. Trying to get some more information here. And we're waiting for, there is not, as far as I'm aware, there has not been any kind of press conference, really not much from law enforcement at all at this point. Well, I don't want to say there hasn't been, I mean, they did post an update, but what we saw from the police is they had said that Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office is investigating a multiple stabbing incident at the Walmart in Traverse City. The suspect is in custody. Details are limited at this time. And then a local hospital, Munson Healthcare, which is a local healthcare provider in Traverse City, said that we can confirm 11 victims are being treated at Munson Medical Center. As a result, our emergency department is currently experiencing a higher than usual volume of patients. And the WPBN, a local news outlet, is reporting that 3 people are in surgery. And we heard about the nature of some of the stabbing wounds on the scanner. Sarah M. says, as a Walmart employee, not at that location, sometimes our asset protection department members have officers' numbers that is primarily used for a theft in progress. We love you too, TJ says the picture floating around of the person getting taken into custody seems to match the description given on the scanner. I'll have to replay that description. We heard it. We heard a clothing description earlier on the scanner. But whether this person had some sort of, political motive to do this, or, I have no idea. We've heard nothing about that. And I'm looking also at some things people have been sending me. By the way, a quick thank you to Allison Hargroves. I very much appreciate Allison Hargroves. Justin King, Fenny Ferrister, Emily Flotilla, Lexa Fulmer, Walter Scott. Allison said there was a shooting at a Wegmans warehouse in Rochester, New York today. I haven't even heard about that. That's what Allison said. Thank you, Allison. Fox 250R, Sis MJ, Mr. Hammond, Namasu, William Kaufman, Kate Rose, Hippieista, and HMK I Am. All right, let's see if we can get you more information on this. And clearly, I mean, obviously more details are going to come out about this. But let's see what we can get you here. Thanks also to Super Glider Dude and Christina Nash over on Twitch, and Nomad Kitty, and Dark Crypto, Nico Gita, sorry, I'm a little behind here. Needle Nose, thank you. All right. At the moment, I don't see any updates at the moment. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep looking for updates, and people are messaging me, and I'm checking your messages. What I'm going to do is just put on some of the scanner replay again, so you can hear some of that as we wait to get more information.
For Metro Engine 11, MMR 11, you're per law enforcement on scene. I need you to roll an emergent. We'll be working on finding out more. Metro Captain, go. 6-3, go. 6-3, go. 75 down. NCI for this one? That average ALS unit you have available, we got multiple victims. I'll upgrade it to a second alarm NCI. 946. Where are we supposed to be going? Main entrance on the produce side, I have 2 patients.
So that was, you just heard somebody say, main entrance on the produce side, I have 2 patients.
I need units inside Walmart, got multiple victims. Central, I'm on. Central, I'm on. Central. Okay, I'm now. Okay, one more now. Pick up on the shows now to Walmart. Central Metro, Central. Do we have an empty command posted up yet? Central, I'm on my house. I forgot what you. Send Travis, we're gonna head towards Walmart. Copy, my son, get low for mill patient. Central, one way, copy 10. Another victim, I got one by the forums. Stab wound in the by the bakery with an evisceration and a tourniquet applied to the arm, which you can time stamp by the bakery.
So that was somebody talking about one at the bakery with a tourniquet applied to the arm. Again, I'm just we're going through the replay here so you can get some more information. Hope everybody survives. I haven't heard of any fatalities yet, fortunately. So let me just replay that for a second.
Wound in the by the bakery with an evisceration and a tourniquet applied to the arm, which you can time stamp by the bakery. 520, we got one tourniquet applied. Pharmacy, another victim by the milk section.
And you heard there another victim by the milk section.
Pharmacy, another victim by the milk section. Please respond. 931. 31. So it's getting a real thing. We have one PQ applied, one tourniquet applied. Clear evisceration, bakery spree. Walk the perimeter inside. Can you get a hold of 7501? Advising of mass attack at Walmart in Silver City. I'm getting witnesses outside saying that there might be 2 assailants, and we only have 1 in custody. Just be advised. And there are possibly 2 assailants. Do we have a description? 702 from Whitewater Chief. Cleaning controls. 3 victims by the pharmacy. Lincoln. Have that. Okay, 3 mile area. So if you need anything. And shoes, cargo pants, dark hair.
I'm going to replay that again. Hold on. I think that's where they give the maybe description of the suspect's clothes. So let me play that for you. Hold on a second here. I just want to fix this. Hang on. We need this one here.
From Whitewater Chief. Cleaning controls. 3 victims by the pharmacy. Lincoln. Have that.
I think he just said 3 victims by the pharmacy.
Okay, 3 mile area. So if you need anything. And shoes, cargo pants, dark hair. 7-4, have you looked at the green backpack here? One of the victims. Clear the green backpack. Central 963. Can you meet me on link? We're holding on files now. Can you hold what you got? Yeah, if we're trying to read the notes, and I can't get a good number. I copy. If it's going to turn into an MC, we'll let the nice soup know I'm going to be heading out here shortly, but she has MCI paperwork. Okay, Central did declare an MCI. Right.
We're coming in. Anyone with 2 patients in the. I've got 2 patients in my ambulance.
Closing emergency exit. If I go around, I'll check the 950. Do we have anybody checking the back half? 6 is 48. We'll check the front ones. And we have staff searching video right now to you. But command from our rescue ones. Any rescue ones? You're clear 6-3. Suspect that is detained has black Vans, blue long shorts, a digital tan camo shirt, and a black hat.
All right. So that's when they describe what the suspect was wearing right there. So I'll play that again for you.
The suspect that is detained has black Vans, blue long shorts, a digital tan camo shirt, and a black hat. I spoke with him, and he said he arrived by himself the entire. Clear
That matches description provided to 24 by Wayne. And we have staff searching video right now to you.
Command from Rescue 1. Rescue 1, is that your 663?
Suspect that is
Detained has black vans, blue long shorts, a digital tan camo shirt, and a black hat. I spoke with him, and he said he arrived by himself the entire.
clear. That matches.
So it sounded like they said the suspect has black Vans sneakers, blue long shorts. Then it sounded to me like a digital tan camo shirt. Did I just hear that wrong? A digital tan camo shirt and a black hat. And the suspect said they arrived alone. Princess Kidda said that seems to match the photo that's been floating around. They did say on the scanner that matched the description they had been given. Did it say digital tan camo shirt? Is that what was said? I don't even know. What is digital tan? Maybe if I look at the supposed photo again. Digicam camo? Digital camo is a later... What is digital? I guess I could look it up. I have the internet right in front of me. Oh, digital camo, I looked it up. Okay. So it's like it's created with computer assistance, I guess. Wikipedia says multi-scale camouflage is a type of military camouflage combining patterns at 2 or more scales with a digital camouflage pattern created with computer assistance. I don't know much about this. Anyways, small blocks says anti-neocons. So, but you heard the description right there. But at least 11 people injured. Hang on. Yeah, there is a picture floating around of somebody being taken into custody who does appear to be wearing black Vans, long blue shorts or pants, and a tan camo shirt and black hat. So that does, again, I cannot confirm it. Also, we initially on the scanner, they seem to say, we heard multiple callers saying a white male, and then it cut off. So it sounded like they were saying the suspect was a white male, which is what this photo floating around looks like. So the photo floating around of somebody being taken into custody does appear to match the description on the scanner, but I still don't know. I can't confirm it's legit. Let me just take a second here and see if I have any updates for you. Nothing more from Munson Healthcare. They say 11 people are being treated at a local hospital. Police social media, nothing there. Nothing there. Still nothing from the local sheriff's office that I've seen. One moment here. One moment. What was, I mean, is this somebody who had a mental health history? Did they write some kind of note? I don't know. Let me show you this right here, real quick. This is not a long article. Multiple people have been stabbed in Walmart and a suspect is in custody. Multiple people were stabbed at a Walmart in Traverse City, says AP, and a suspect was in custody. Munson Healthcare, we saw this, said via social media, 11 people were being treated at the region's largest hospital in northern Michigan. It said it would provide updates as appropriate. The Michigan State Police said the local sheriff's office was investigating the incident and details were limited. A Walmart corporate spokesperson, Joe Pennington, said by email the company was working with police and defer questions to them right now. Traverse City is about 255 miles northwest of Detroit. And I want to play a bit more of the scanner replay. Hold on a second here. Oh, hey guys, AZ Intel pointed out, thanks AZ Intel, that Dan Bongino posted about this. Look, it's Dan Bongino, the deputy director of the FBI. He says FBI personnel are responding to provide any necessary support to the Traverse County Sheriff's Office in their investigation of the attacks at the Walmart. So that's from Dan Bongino. I'm going to post a link in the chat to a photo posted by Intel Point Alert on X. So I just posted the link, and it's a photo that's been floating around on the internet that supposedly shows a suspect being taken into custody. Now, as Intel Point Alert said, and as we've been saying, the photo does match the description on the scanner, which was black Vans shoes, blue long shorts, a digital tan camo shirt, and a black hat. I believe those are Vans the person has on in the photo. So I just posted a link in the chat with that post, and I also posted it on my X account at Lookner. Yeah, those do appear to be Vans shoes. So it does seem to match. I'll post that link again right now, and you can click on it and then go look at it yourself. But hang on a second here. But again, I haven't confirmed it yet, but that certainly could be a legit photo of the suspect. Still waiting for more from the authorities. Now, I guess somebody might say that's pants and not long shorts. I don't know. Or high or short pants. I posted the link, not post. I posted the link multiple times. I have posted it multiple times, the link. I'll post it one more time, but I just posted it 3 times. Okay, now we're trying to get you more information on this. And let me continue to replay while we're waiting for more information. Let's keep replaying some of the scanners so you can hear some of the specifics. Again, this is northern Michigan. There you see that map from Google Maps. This is northern Michigan. Oops, you know what happened? Something got messed up here. Let me fix this here. This is from Google Maps. Here we go. So it's right here. It's the one at the Walmart in Traverse City at Crossing Circle. All right, so let's check out some more, as I continue to try to get you more information here. We've been going over some of the scanner replays so you could hear about some of the specifics of what was happening. And it seemed like the victim, first of all, remember, the scanner said, hey, people are calling in about this active assailant. And then I would say less than a minute after that came over the scanner, somebody on the scanner, it sounded like a police officer, said, we got the person in custody. There was a very short amount of time between the people calling in and the police saying we have the person in custody. Just to be clear.
Description provided to 24 by way.
A right arm stabbing with a tourniquet on it at the time. They both have the tourniquet for about 10 minutes.
This is the replay of the scanner.
Still pulling out of Walmart right now for approximately 5 minutes.
I'm expecting both of them to arrive at the same time. Is that true?
I'm sorry, which entry?
I might receive both patients at the same time.
Affirmative, you will be receiving both patients at the same time.
Well, we'll see. We have priority ones coming in as well. Is that correct?
Another unit coming in priority 1.
Very well. We'll get you a room assignment. C for MMR at Walmart. That's correct. Coming in, and I got another MMR coming in. If they can take care of.
Hey, really quickly, I just want to update you on something really quick. Hang on 1 second here. Just wanted to update you on something really quick. So, Denver International Airport reported about an hour ago 5 people were evaluated on scene and not transported. And 1 person was evaluated, 1 was evaluated, and 1 transported after there was an issue with an American Airlines flight on a runway. Denver Fire said they extinguished a fire after responding to the aircraft, for whatever that's worth. So there was some sort of issue with a plane, an American Airlines flight on a runway in Denver. 1 person was evaluated at a gate and transported, and Denver Fire extinguished a fire after responding to the aircraft. I don't know what that was. Okay? But just letting you know that. Okay, let's keep playing the replay here.
I'll just priority 1, we just ran the other MMR. And 1 more. I'm on Lake Alpha 10. When you get here, I'll pull you up front to the grocery entrance. I'll need your crew. We're trying to find our way in. Man from Alpha 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Really quick, Chris Van Cleve from CBS News reports that the plane we were just talking about in Denver, where it had to have a fire extinguished on the runway, Chris Van Cleve reports that the plane hit about 146 miles an hour before stopping its takeoff roll, which could have resulted in the brakes overheating and catching fire. So apparently it sounded like the plane stopped its takeoff roll. Sorry, I was trying to update you about that as well. Okay, let's keep playing this here.
3 minutes out, direct this traffic. One of the traffic shut down at one of the entrances to the mall to try and keep traffic down for everybody. Clear, whatever. Roll 25. Do you have the suspect in your car? If so, where can I meet you? I'm just trying to make sure that we don't have the suspect in my patrol vehicle, a Durango, or the Durango key will work in that vehicle. I'm saying, direct this way. Coming from Walmart.
Oh, so were they saying there that they were working the suspect's vehicle? They said that they had the suspect in a patrol vehicle, but then they said we're working that vehicle. So I do wonder if they were looking at the suspect's vehicle. Hold on.
Where can I meet you? I'm just trying to make sure that we don't have the suspect in my patrol vehicle, a Durango, or the Durango key will work in that vehicle.
So I'm not sure. By the way, one of our viewers said, why did the person stop so quickly? I can't confirm they stopped so quickly, but as I said, it sounded to me like less than a minute after the first that I heard report on the scanner saying roughly speaking, a bunch of people are calling in, reporting this attacker at Walmart. it sounded to me like less than a minute later, they said on the scanner he was in custody. So it sounds like that makes it sound like the actual time of the attack happened over a quick period of time. If that's true and the person stopped and ran out, I don't know. I don't know if the person was stopped by somebody or they just decided to do something quickly and then run away. We don't know the details.
I'm saying that those were coming from Walmart, but stabbed in her right lower back area, and she's also pushed forward and hit her head. She's awake and talking to us. She has passed out a couple of times. Trying to get you some vital signs right now. 97% on 4 liters saturated. Excuse me. Respirations are about 32%. IVW about 10 minutes. Very well.
So that was really, that sounded like somebody who was pretty seriously hurt, who had been stabbed and passed out a couple times. We've heard that 3 people are in surgery. We have not heard of any fatalities, so hopefully everybody survives. But yeah, that was, I mean, quite concerning.
97% on 4 liters. She's awake and talking. To make sure that we don't have a my patrol vehicle, a Durango, or control the Durango key will work in that vehicle. I'm saying that those were good. Coming from Walmart, but stabbed in her right lower back area, and she's also pushed forward and hit her head. She's awake and talking to us. She has passed out a couple of times. Trying to get you some vital signs right now. 97% on 4 liters saturated. Excuse me. Respirations are about 32%. IVW about 10 minutes. Very well. We'll see you in Trauma Bay 1 on arrival.
Not showing anything.
Good. You guys are busy. I need to know how many patients you guys are transporting, and we'll get the mileages and times later. One priority 1 at this time. Copy 1.
Check. Well, patient is looking a little bit shocky. I don't have any vitals for you. We'll be there in the distance from all.
Very well, ma'am. This is the 39-year-old. Is that correct?
I'm 39-year-old.
Ma'am, we'll see you at Trauma Bay 2. Clear patient. Interrupt him on the emergency. Job down here.
Patient 300. Patient 300. Any additional units incoming to North 39 or 10 disregard for 325 on scene. It's going to be a cable line. Central 6.
Command from 717 and 611. Copy. You got all clear south of the pharmacy. I want north of the pharmacy. 702 was doing primary. Can you repeat that? 702 was assigned. We believe the whole interior is clear, like ID'd by officers. In the produce section, we're taking that off. It's unknown what takes. Clear, go ahead. We have a group checking the full at this point. It sounds like the info by a second. Clear, suspect left the backpack, unsure what is in it, checking the outside. Believe.
Here, that suspect left a backpack. Wasn't sure, not sure what is in it. Now, I don't know if the suspect brought a weapon or weapons in the backpack, but they did say that on the scanner.
Clear, go ahead. We have a group checking the full at this point. It sounds like the info by a second. Clear, suspect left the backpack, unsure what is in it, checking the outside. Believed to be second assailant is not credible. I repeat, not.
Believed to be second assailant is not credible. So only one suspect.
We are unable to take any sort of admin calls at this time.
27 Central Grid, right number 4. Okay, come on to their facility, 41-year-old male patient. Patient was a victim of laceration to the right bicep. Patient also has a knife puncture wound to the left shoulder going into the thorax cavity that was not bleeding on scene. It does have a chest seal, and lung sounds in all 4 fields are good and clear. This established, fluids running, blood pressure is 9 on room air. Heart rate is 110. Patient has probably lost 6 to 8 milliliters of blood. And
okay, so that we just heard was a 41-year-old patient who had a stab, had a laceration, and a puncture. And then they said that, like, I think they said they had a shoulder puncture wound that went into the thorax, which is in the chest.
Bleeding on scene. It does. Okay, Clockwork Village, 41-year-old male patient. Patient was a victim. Laceration to the right bicep. Patient also has a knife puncture wound to the left shoulder going into the thorax cavity that was not bleeding on scene. It does have a chest seal, and lung sounds in all 4 fields are good and clear. This established, fluids running, blood pressure is 9 on room air. Heart rate is 110. Patient has probably lost 6 to 8 milliliters of blood, and will be arriving at 2 to 3 minutes.
All right, so we've heard about a number, a bicep, and then also what was it, a laceration on the bicep, and then that person had a puncture wound that went into their chest. We still don't know, we don't have an identity yet given for this suspect. We don't have any kind of motive. We really haven't heard much from the authorities at all. So waiting to hear more. Let me just do a quick check here and see if I have anything new for you. Very little at the moment from authorities. But we know at least 11 people. 11 people are being treated at Munson Medical Center Hospital. Reportedly, 3 people are in surgery. PBN says one suspect, the weapon involved appears to be a folding knife. WPBN says the weapon involved, this is WPBN, right? Make sure here. Yeah, WPBN says the weapon involved appears to be a folding knife. So that's from WPBN. The weapon involved appears to be a folding knife, according to officials. Oh, Governor Whitmer posted, by the way, of Michigan. Linda Anderson says, it's only an hour or so for me in northern Michigan. So sad. Okay, Gretchen Whitmer said, oh, hold on a second. I am in touch with law enforcement about the horrible news out of Traverse City. Our thoughts are with the victims and the community reeling from this brutal act of violence. I am grateful to the first responders for their swift response to apprehend the suspect. I will continue monitoring the situation closely. Justin King says it will be interesting to get this guy's background. We don't know anything about him yet. A quick thank you, by the way, to Vicky Healy, King Fondren, Wicked Code, Lisa Sutz, Daisy Harmonica, Empire Gone, AZ Intel's Dad, Denim Donuts, Marin Gobra. Also, thanks again to all of our moderators who are here. We have Ruth moderating, Janet over on YouTube, Sabrina. On Twitch, we have moderating right now. Oops. Big Ball of Yarn to Bears, David Green, LB Prairiedon, I Got That Fire, Matthew Kohai 3, Sarah, and Certainly Dev. Thank you. Also, thanks to Shells, Lil Cunnell on Twitch for your support. Also, our Facebook moderators, Kay Lowry Body, Margaret Riley, Shannon Davis Hughes. Thank you, Melissa Yakobaki, for your support on Twitch. And also, Linda Belk, Larry, and Misha moderate for us on X. So we're waiting to get more information again. Very little right now. Very little from the authorities. Waiting to get some sort of update from the authorities. Also, I will post again this photo, which seems to match the description of the suspect on the scanner that we heard, but I don't know if it's actually the photo of the suspect. So I just posted a link to it in the chat. Intel Point Alert posted it. So we've been listening to the re-listening to the scanner feed to try to get more updates about that. And as I said, the suspect appeared to be taken into custody quite fast after this. On the scanner, we heard that on the scanner them say, you know, a bunch of people are calling in this active assailant at Walmart, and then sounded to me like less than a minute later they said they had the suspect in custody. Is there going to be a press conference? I have not heard anything about a press conference. I wouldn't be surprised if there is, but I have not heard anything about it yet. Let me check a couple other sources here. One of our viewers, Steve Trenchard, sent me what was supposedly a video from the incident, which I can't show. I don't have the rights to, but let me look at it here. I haven't even seen this. So what is this? What am I looking at? Hold on a second here. Is this it, or is this not it? Well, the video I was just sent does not seem to be of today because the person isn't wearing the same thing. I mean, they're just not dressed the same. So that video someone just sent me doesn't appear to be from today's incident. But I'll keep looking out for stuff. If you see anything, let me know at Lookner on Twitter. Oh, I was going to check a couple of things real quick. Hang on. Let me just check a couple sources and see what else I can find for you. Raiders says that's an old Walmart fight video. Yeah, it did not appear to be from today. Very little new yet on this. I'm checking local outlets as well. By the way, Click on Detroit says Traverse City is a popular vacation spot on the coast of Lake Michigan. Traverse City, Michigan. Population 15,000 or so. The four-county Traverse City metro area has about 150,000 residents. It is nicknamed the cherry capital of the world, as the area surrounding Grand Traverse Bay is a hotspot for cherry production. The city hosts a natural cherry festival, attracting approximately 500,000 visitors annually. When is the National Cherry Festival? Oh, July. It looks like next year it's from July 4th to July 11th. Fiji Water Tokyo Sun says the cherries are delicious. Yeah, so if the next year it's July 4th to July 11th, I assume it's over by now for this year. So, again, still trying to get you more information about this. We don't know who is this suspect, who did this, why did they do it? Is this person have a criminal record? Did they give some sort of motive for why they did it? Are they from the area? I can't answer any of these questions. We just don't know right now. I'm going to play a little more of the replay from the scanner as we wait for more information. Thank you, Dennis Michael Kennedy, by the way. Thank you, Dennis. And also James Knight. Thank you to James Knight. All right, so we're going to keep... I'm going to play some more of the scanner replay here. And again, I'm going to keep looking for information. As soon as I have anything, I'll let you know.
Very well. And Leonard is sending some over for coverage as well. I think that should be perfect for now. Pretty much everybody's either at Munson or getting ready to head there. Do we have total? I'll try to find out for you when we get anything. 20, room 201 arrival.
EMS to Elmwood, fire for coverage. To Elmwood and Glen Lake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For coverage and Glen Lake to Cedar Fire.
So now I don't know that we'll have this, but we'll get more information. Intel Point Alert. Thanks to News 24/7 for mentioning this to me. Intel Point Alert said local media said that there's going to be a press conference soon. Oh. So now I don't know that I'll have access to this. I don't know. It can be weird with these local press conferences. Up North Live, which is a local media outlet, they currently have posted on their YouTube, it says press conference, but it says stabbing news conference, but I mean, it said that it was going to start like 20 minutes ago, and it hasn't. So I'll keep an eye on that. I haven't heard anything reliable about a press conference. I haven't heard anything from the local police or anything. Some people are messaging me saying that someone online said it was a foreign guy. I don't know that that's true. He seemed to be described on the scanner at one point as a white male, but I can't tell I cannot tell. I don't know about this person's ethnicity, about where they live right now, about why they were there. I just don't know. We know nothing about it. So there's nothing reliable out about that at this point. So we'll have to wait and see what we hear from authorities. But maybe we can get something soon for them. Yeah, also as Flor Morena points out, people's skin can be different colors, and that can be both the case for people who are from the U.S. and from outside the U.S. So you cannot just determine somebody's country of origin from their skin color. So we'll just, again, have to wait. Hopefully we hear something soon. Oh, hold on 1 second. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Are they broadcasting this? Give me 1 second. I'm going to post, there is a press conference about to start, but I'm going to have to post a link. I'm going to post a link in the chat. I'm posting a link in the chat so you can watch the press conference. I'm posting it right now. I don't have access to it myself. I can't steal their footage, but I'm going to listen to it. I just posted a link for you in the chat, so you can watch it yourself. I mean, I can't steal their news footage, but let me see. I will listen myself and tell you what's going on. It's called Up North Live on YouTube. All right, hold on a second. Let me mute myself so I can listen to it. Random acts. They're saying random acts. It was random acts. This was not predetermined. No comment on whether it was a mental health situation. It was a folding knife. Standard folding knife. Again, stabbings were random acts, say police. Suspect is a Michigan resident. No comment on where from Michigan the suspect is from. Again, I'm just watching this update from police, which I don't have access to show you, but I'm telling you what they're saying. But they said it was random stabbings. All right, hang on, let me just listen to one more thing here. What's this? No. Seems like the feed that I was watching, they didn't even... Yeah, the feed I was watching, their audio didn't even work at the first part of the feed. So again, random stabbings is the biggest news to me, and it's a Michigan resident. Okay, they said there was citizen involvement maybe in capturing him, and he was captured within 3 minutes of an officer arriving. Suspect was not injured. So there was, I guess, citizen involvement in taking the person into custody, but they did not, the police would not comment on the specifics of that. It was a very short press conference, very short. Let me see if there's anything else here. Again, Michigan resident. Michigan resident. Police not aware of anything he said when getting taken into custody. Police were not familiar with the suspect. Actually, there's a little more to this press conference. Police were not familiar with the suspect. So they're saying these appear to be random stabbings. The victims were not predetermined. That's in response to a question the police caught about, well, you say they're random, but does that mean there's like no motive? So it doesn't sound like the police right now think that this stabber targeted certain people. Okay? No comment on whether it's a mental health thing. No age ranges of victims given. Hang on one moment. What's your message? So again, it sounds like the police said there was citizen involvement in getting the person into custody, but they didn't go into details. They just did a press conference and they didn't go into details about what the citizen involvement was. One moment. Police say it's 11 injured. 11 injured. They confirmed that. It wasn't that. I mean, it looks like to me that the press conference was maybe about 7 minutes long. I'll post a link to it again. I'm sorry I don't have access to it, but I don't. But I'm posting a link to it. But 11 injured. There was citizen response that helped get the person into custody. Apparently, it was a little confusing, but just because some of the audio got cut off at the beginning. Let me just listen to the very end of it here. Hold on. It started near the checkout area. All right, so I just watched. It was a shortish press conference, but they did answer some questions. So again, the person has not been identified. The person is the stabber is a Michigan resident. The stabber was not injured. 11 people were injured. These appear to be random stabbings, not predetermined. So it sounds like at this point they don't have. It sounds like at this point they don't have a motive, an overarching motive. Well, I don't want to say that, but it doesn't sound like it's some sort of targeting a certain type of people or making a political statement or something. I mean, I don't know for sure though, because he kept saying he said random multiple times. But okay. Police call in press conference. Police say the stabbings at the Walmart in Michigan appear random. Say targets were not predetermined. Say there was citizen involvement. Suspect is Michigan resident. There was citizen involvement in getting suspect into custody. $11 injured. So they say the suspect, the stabbings appear random. Targets were not predetermined. Suspect is Michigan resident. Police were not familiar with suspect. The police were not previously familiar with suspect. Okay. Let me actually just update the, in an update, police said the stabbings appear random. Targets were not predetermined. Suspect is Michigan resident. There was citizen involvement along with the police in getting suspect to custody. Police were not familiar with suspect. All right. Elijah Navi says, I live here in Traverse City. Thoughts with everybody in Traverse City. But I'm glad they didn't say that. He said 11 injured. He said that was it. So it doesn't sound like there were any fatalities. Again, we don't know who this person is. I will again post that link where you can listen to the short press conference or watch it. Again, I'm sorry I didn't have the rights to the video, but it just sounded like they did not think that this was like a terrorist act or a targeted act of some sort. So I just posted the link again. So we'll take a few more comments here. Ahmad says high on drugs, maybe. That I don't know. Michigan resident, but where in Michigan we don't know. We also don't even know exactly what the citizen involvement was. It sounds like maybe some citizens really helped get this thing under control. What did Intel Point Alert just post? Stuff off the record? Hold on. Give me a moment. Where is this? The sound is on the presser, the press conference. The sound is out on the video I linked. The sound is off for like the first 90 seconds. You have to forward it. So what one of the viewers pointed out, an Intel Point Alert posted out on X that I think at the end of the press conference it was, that the sheriff said, before the video cut off, the sheriff said that he would answer some questions off the record. So maybe there's more information that will come out. Yeah, Life with Danny says, at the end of the video, the sheriff said he would take some off the record questions. But it's off the record. So maybe there'll be a little more reporting based on that, though. And again, no comment on, the sheriff did not comment on whether this was a mental health incident. Hang on a moment. I would be pretty surprised if the police didn't already know who he was. Let's see. So one of our viewers mentioned that the New York Times had a report from a witness who said that the man was running through the stores. She saw the man running through the store's pharmacy area and had a blade about 2 inches long. I'm just going to see if I have any other reporting for you. One of our viewers said they might have said a name on the scanner a short while ago. I didn't hear it. Also, I don't know. I don't want to give a name out if it's, might not. First of all, on the scanner, they talk about different incidents. But even if it is from this incident, I don't know. I can't confirm the name, so I'm not going to start mentioning names. By the way, the Washington Post says Traverse City is a popular vacation spot on the coast of Lake Michigan. It is known for its cherry festival, wineries, and lighthouses. It's certainly, I would really like to hear the story. It sounds like some citizens really helped out here from what the police were saying. So I'm guessing more about that will come out. And the police, they said they will be giving more updates, but I don't know when we're going to get more information. Our viewer Sven over on X, hold on, let me go check Sven's comment. I want to tell you what Sven said. Sven said, since there's no ideology or motive at the moment, this is sounding more drug or mental health related. Yeah, again, just based on what the police just said, it didn't sound like this was some kind of... They said they seemed random today. It just seemed random. The victims did not seem predetermined. They did not seem to suggest that there was some sort of ideological motive here. Now, that could change, but that's at least what the police, that's how I took what they were saying. Mika thinks they don't know yet. And again, they did not have, the local sheriff said they were not familiar with this person. I don't know if, say, the state police was familiar with the person. When did this happen? I believe local time. I believe it was between 4 and 5 p.m. local time, which would be, I think, maybe around like 4:45. But that would be, and it's Eastern time there. So this would have been about 3 to 4 hours ago, roughly. But Marcus said, why would a sheriff offer to answer questions off the record? It's a good question. I mean, you know, usually you don't hear it on camera where the sheriff says, like, now I'll answer some questions off the record. But, you know, very often we cover criminal stuff and you hear where news outlets reporting stuff they're hearing from law enforcement officials. So it's an interesting question as to why they might want to say some stuff but not want to officially announce it. So, you know, I can't speak to this sheriff's particular motive, but he's not the only law enforcement official who's ever given out information about a crime and not on the record. Eric says, how did he get to stab 11 people before being apprehended? Well, it sounded like it was pretty fast because on the scanner, roughly, to me it seemed like within a minute of the scanner reporting they were getting these calls, they were saying he was in custody. So, you know, it sounded pretty fast that they took him into custody. But I don't know the specifics as to, you know, was he apprehended? It's a little confusing how exactly the citizens played a role here. But did some citizens just stop him in the act? Did somebody hit him? Well, he wasn't injured from what we know. But did he try to just run away and then get tackled in the parking lot? You know, we just don't know. But everything I've heard makes it sound like it was a pretty fast, this was not it does not seem like this took a lot of time for him to stab this many people, which might seem strange, but if he's just running around stabbing everybody, you know, if he's doing it fast, maybe it only took a couple minutes. But, I mean, normally you don't hear like that where it's like you hear the first call on the scanner about the incident and then within a minute they say they have a suspect in custody. Left-handed says, I'm really curious what happened. Radioactive thinks maybe a citizen had a gun. Now, we haven't heard about any shots being fired. Eventually, there will be more on this incident. Let me just, what I'll do is I'll check a couple of the other local outlets and see if they have anything more. Christopher Harden says he was pushed down inside. Videos are circulating. Well, somebody sent me a video they said was of this, and it wasn't of this. Somebody sent me a video from a Walmart that wasn't of the suspect. You could tell he wasn't wearing the same thing. So I'll check. I haven't seen any video from inside. I'm not saying there isn't video from it, but just a heads up, just because somebody's showing a video, putting a video on social media and saying it's of this does not mean it's actually of this. I have not seen anything. No one sent me anything that looks to me like it's from this. Yet. There could be video floating around. One of our viewers said that they believe a citizen pulled a gun on the person. That I don't know. Yeah, no further update from the hospital. They say 11 victims are being treated at Munson Medical Center. Really, I mean, obviously just really scary that it's just a Walmart and this person started stabbing people. Lori Nance thought the sheriff looked uncomfortable trying to answer questions. Well, it seemed like that the sheriff had some more information that he didn't feel he could share, which I understand. I mean, that's not an uncommon thing. So he was trying to give out information at the same time, not say things he wasn't supposed to say. And he said that there would be more later. Mr. Bigley Uncredible thinks if he did massive damage, he'd probably have blood on his hands, and you couldn't see blood on the guy's hands in the pictures. Well, I mean, what we do know is, for example, reportedly there were 3 people in surgery. Also, we did hear on the scanner about a victim who had I think it was the first responder on the scanner was saying this woman had passed out twice while we were with her. And we certainly heard about multiple people losing blood. As to why the person himself, if he did not have blood on him, why not? I'm not enough of an expert on this, on stabbing stuff. I also don't know, was the person wearing gloves or something and then took them off? That I can't comment on. But we did hear on the scanner of a number of victims who had lost blood because they would talk on the scanner about it. But also there was I know the witness in the New York Times article said that she said there was blood everywhere. But yeah, I don't, I haven't, there's one photo floating around that I've seen which is of somebody being arrested, which appears to match the description of the person given on the scanner, but I can't verify that photo, but I will again post a link to it in the chat that Intel Point Alert posted. The suspect is detained and not injured. By the way, thanks to PZ Papa Zulu, Red Squirrel, Daniel Daly, Billy B. And again, police said that there was citizen involvement in getting the person in custody, but I don't have exact details on that for you. They did not release them. Tigel Meadowstack says, watch it be a guy that works for Walmart. We just don't have information right now on this person's background, except that he's a Michigan resident and he was not known to police. Thank you, Spirit of Morning, who says if he was on PCP, he would be hard to stop. Perhaps a group tackled him. It takes a few seconds to realize what was going on. Thank you also, Successive Nows and Nalise Costly. Also, sevenfold 7777. Oh. So, this I did not hear. Now, the first 90 seconds of the press conference that I saw, I couldn't make out. Maybe they said it then. But, Intel Point Alert, yes. So Intel Point Alert mentioned that CNN said at the press conference, I didn't hear this, the suspect is a 42-year-old man. CNN said that at the press conference, maybe the part that I couldn't hear, the suspect is a 42-year-old man. So again, 42. Thanks to Intel Point Alert for posting that. I reposted it on my X at Intel Point Alert. Now, one point that CNN makes, which I think is a fair point, is they say it's unclear how many of the 11 victims were stabbed. I don't know if that said that. I don't know if that was said in the press conference. I didn't hear it, but in the post from the hospital, they didn't say that 11 people had been stabbed. It is possible that some of the people injured were not stabbed. That is true. "42. Thanks, by the way, to Spirit of Morning. Yes, the FBI said they were sending assistance. We mentioned that before. Dan Bongino posted that. Dan Bongino said the FBI personnel are responding to provide any necessary support to the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office in their investigation of the attacks at the Walmart. So it doesn't say that the FBI is leading the investigation. Just taking a few more things people have sent me. I do very much appreciate people sending me what they're hearing. Thank you to everybody who's been sending me stuff. All right, well, that really is all I have right now on this. At some point, we're going to hear more from the police about who this person is, who specifically this person is. They said it's a 42-year-old male Michigan resident, but who specifically this person is. Again, police did say it was random and that the victims were not predetermined. Also, what was the citizen involvement in getting this person into custody? Certainly want to hear about that. And, hopefully we can get a positive update on the condition of everybody. We don't have specific conditions of people. There was a local report that 3 people were in surgery. So I hope everybody's okay, but I'm glad we have not heard of any fatalities, and we'll just have to wait to hear more at this point. I don't have anything else for you at this point, but yeah, thoughts with everybody in that area in northern Michigan, in Traverse City. Okay. So, yeah, so I think I'm going to start wrapping up this stream. I do appreciate you joining us today. And again, I really appreciate people writing in and letting me know what they were hearing. And shout out to Intel Point Alert and AZ Intel for posting some updates that they were hearing as well. And if there's big news tonight, we'll come back on the air and we'll cover it. This is Agenda Free TV. We cover all kinds of live breaking news without an agenda here, Agenda Free TV. And if you want, you can subscribe, follow, and also turn on notifications. I don't know when big news is going to happen. I didn't know this was going to happen today, so I can't tell you in advance when we're coming on the air. But you can subscribe, follow, and I'm sorry, you can turn on our notifications. We have a free notification system. It works really well. You sign up once and you get sent a notification whenever we go live. We do this. The notification system is done through Discord. I think it's the most reliable way to get notified so you don't miss a stream. So make sure you sign up for the notifications. If you want to sign up for the free notifications, the mods will post a link in the chat. Also, in the description of this video on YouTube and Facebook, you'll see the notification link there. But I would suggest doing that. Speaking of which, speaking of the mods, I very much appreciate our moderators here. A lot of people in the chat room today, and our moderators are the ones who make it possible that we can even have chat rooms. So thank you so much to them, people like Janet B. and Ruth over there on YouTube. Thank you so much for moderating over there, and our other YouTube moderators who've been there too, like Sabrina and others on Twitch. Our moderators there, like Big Ball of Yarn, Matthew Kohai 3, Sarah, and Surly Dev on Facebook. Our moderators over there, like Kay Lowry Body, Margaret Riley, Shannon Davis Hughes, and also our moderators on X, like Linda Belk, Larry, Misha. Thanks so much for moderating. And thanks to everybody for supporting the channel. That's really kind of you. Let me just see. I'll make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, thank you to Birthday Batter 815, who thinks that the roads there would be congested due to the geography of the bay and its peak tourist season. I'm sure police response was hampered by this, which led to the citizen intervention. Well, I don't even know. Thank you, Birthday Batter. Again, on the scanner, we heard on the scanner them say people are calling in about this. Callers are reporting this. And within a minute, we heard, like, it sounded like a police officer say he's in custody. So I don't know for sure, but it seemed like the response was pretty darn fast. Now, you know, it did. That's all I have to go on. All I can go on is the scanner. But based on the scanner traffic, it sounded like the person was in custody within a minute of it even being reported out over the scanner. So, but it also, again, police said that citizen response did help get the person in custody, which is great. So, but it did seem like it was pretty fast, the whole thing, thankfully. Now, that may be wrong, but that's just based on what I heard on the scanner and what I replayed during the broadcast. Thank you so much, Birthday Batter and Heather Lee 260. And also Memers on Twitch, thanks for subscribing, and Heffy29 and Shells80. If I get updates on this, I'll post it on my X account, which is @Lookner. You can follow me over there, @Lookner on X. And another good way to find out when we're going live is to follow Agenda Free TV on X, @Agenda Free TV. I always post on X when we're going live. I post updates about the channel there. So if you're on X, you can follow over there, @Agenda Free TV. We do have a chat where you can chat with other viewers when we are not live. It's free. It's on Discord. Check out our Discord chat. It's easy to find. It's the same link as the notifications link, as the free notifications link. So if you want, check out our free Discord chat. A lot of our viewers like doing that. Thanks so much to our Discord moderators over there on Discord for all you do. And for those who watch on YouTube, I would suggest turning on the YouTube notifications. It's a little tricky to do that, though. But for those on YouTube, if you want to get the notifications on YouTube about when we're going live, what you need to do is you need to subscribe to the channel. Then you need to click this bell and choose all notifications. So again, subscribe, then click the bell and choose all notifications. And thanks to everybody posting updates in the chat as well during the broadcast. I appreciate that. Thanks so much to our Twitch subscribers who support the channel over there, like I'm a Peaky Blinder, Memers, Cece, Relila, and LCS Fox, and Wall Street and Shaggy, and all of our other Twitch subscribers. Matthew Kohai 3, Sarah. Thanks to all of our subscribers over there. And our Facebook subscribers, thank you as well. Like Robert Rial II and Diane Allworth. Oh, Christina Neal was moderating as well. And Valerie Gale Griffin, thank you. Thanks also Kay Lowry, Body, and Margaret Riley for subscribing. Lou Knight for subscribing on Facebook. Sharon Klassen Goslin. And LT and Aaron Van Ness and Shannon Davis Hughes and all of our other subscribers on Facebook. And our YouTube members like CAC813, Ken Lance, Eric Johnson, Cherry Cola, Sevenfold, Wickedest Witch, Juzbo Jangles, Dean R, Confidence in God, Evelyn V, Marin Go Bra, thanks for being members on YouTube, Neeby, Madamus11, I'm Awake Now, Chantilly Cakes, Roger Shoemaker, Bluesy Girl, Gretchen, Dean R, I Love Etna, Fred Flintstone, Linda Cosmo, William Cromer, James Knight, Roger Shoemaker, Cherry Cola, Rizzo, Linda Cosmo, Wickedest Witch, Radioactive Apple, thanks for being a member, Teacher, 13531, Janison, and all of our other YouTube members. Again, I hope everybody recovers okay, and thoughts with everybody who was injured in this, in particular the people who were reportedly in surgery, the 3 people, and if I hear more, I'll let you know. I'm not hearing more at the moment. I'm just doing a last search here to see if I see anything more. But I just don't have anything more for you at the moment. But great job to the citizens and police getting this person into custody. All right, guys. That is it for now. Thank you for watching our live coverage of the mass stabbing at a Michigan Walmart in Traverse City. 42-year-old Michigan resident, male, stabber. We don't have a name. Police say the stabbings were random and that the victims were not predetermined. They say they were not familiar with the stabber. They said that citizens helped get the person into custody. And that's the basics of what we know right now. And they also said they were not familiar with the suspect, the local police. So that is the basics of what we know right now. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon with more live breaking news coverage right here at Agenda Free TV.